More fallout this morning from the Andrew Cuomo scandal and resignation. So part of the story, part of what was revealed from Letitia James's report about his sexual harassment, those allegations, is the number of elites here in D.C. who protected this guy. And not just any elites. Elites from supposed social justice and civil rights organizations, like the head of Human Rights Campaign, and like Time's Up, which is an organization which is supposed to be dedicated to victims of Me Too and sexual harassment and sexual assault. So the latest development is that Tchen, who is Time's Up's president and CEO, has now resigned. Washington Post got their hands actually on text messages between Tchen and Roberta Kaplan and others in the group, telling them to stand down on providing any sort of support to Lindsay Boylan, who's one of Cuomo's accusers, and who also is one of the women who was completely smeared by Cuomo and those around him. The head of HRC, Human Rights Campaign, also was involved in some of the behavior. I think they handed over confidential personnel files about Lindsay Boylan that Cuomo could then use in smearing her. So Time's Up also complicit here in helping to allow these allegations about Lindsay Boylan to come out from Cuomo and to not support her, which is supposedly the whole mission of the organization. So in all of this, you see what they were really about, which is when it's convenient, they'll support women, and they also will stand as an organization that can protect elite Democrats when any allegations come out against them. So they get to be the gatekeepers. They get to decide whose allegations count. Does Tara Reade's allegation count, for example? No, it did not count. Does Lindsay Boylan's allegation against Andrew Cuomo count? No, that did not count. And whose allegations actually merit being heard and being taken seriously.
It's just amazing. And just so you guys know her background, because I thought this was hilarious, which is that she was former Michelle Obama's chief of staff. That's actually the worst part, which is that a lot of people got rich, on these organizations and more. And yeah, she may have resigned, but I'm sure she'll be resurrected soon.
So Hillary Rosen, Roberta Kaplan, Tchen, these are all very high-level Democratic operatives, donors, and strategists. Okay, you do not get any more connected than these three women within the Democratic Party. So the idea that they were going to set up a neutral organization, non-political organization that was just going to support women, going to help women tell their stories, going to assist them. The Legal Defense Fund is supposed to help them with funds for lawyers so they can actually take their claims to a court of law. No, this is all about gatekeeping. This is all about deciding who gets heard and who doesn't. If it's convenient for us, if it serves our political interests, then yes, I always support you, and here's the funds, and let's tell your story to the media, let's get you out there. If it's inconvenient for us, if it's against Joe Biden or Andrew Cuomo or who knows what other Democrats have had allegations against them that they, decided weren't worthy of consideration, well, then they can stop you from getting that attention and that support and those funds to take your claims ultimately to a court of law.